Broken Head Radio. You're listening to Broken Head Radio with your host, Stan the Man.
Welcome back, Broken Head Radio listeners. I'm your host, Stan the Man, and we have a topic today that was supposed to be yesterday, but I saved it for good reason. My normal Tuesday shows are my Switch game of the week, and I postponed that because Sunday was Easter, and Monday I had my NPRC interview show. And so my Easter show got moved to Tuesday, which was yesterday. And today is Wednesday. So, welcome back. Today is Wednesday. And today's going to be this week's Switch Day of the Week show. There's two reasons I moved it. And I gave you the first one in a rundown just a second ago. The second reason is because the game wasn't done downloading yet. That's right. It was still downloading. I am going to give you my Switch game of the week without even playing it yet. But it's going to kind of lead up. It's going to be a weekly thing. Because I have a feeling that this game is going to last a while. Everybody's talking about it. It is the new game that's just, it's everywhere. There's not a website that doesn't have some posting of it somewhere on it. So it got downloaded. The best part of it is my wife downloaded a copy also. So that means we will be able to start the game together today when she gets off work. So I still haven't gotten to play it. I'm waiting. It's downloaded. Hers is downloading. They're both just sitting there downloaded and not being played. I can't wait. But she gets off here in a little bit. And she'll be coming home and she'll be able to get in her relaxed mood, turn on her Nintendo Switch, and we will get started on the new game that we got. And I'm excited because it is a game that we both can play together. And we'll be able to, I'll wait for her to get home and then we'll have our Switch time type of thing, just to make sure that we have an hour or whatever together doing this game a day. If we have that kind of time. But that game that I'm talking about, I'm sure you guys all already know what it is, and that is Animal Crossing New Horizons. Yeah, it dropped, I believe, the 20th of last month. So it hasn't been out for too long. It is the hugest buzz. You get to build your own island, and you get to invite your friends to it. And I can't wait to check it out. I haven't watched too much of it. I know I have YouTubers that I watch, like Spawnwave and RGT85, and they have all covered segments on it, and they've done really good about not doing any spoilers, any of them that have anything to do with fast forwarding and the time warping, or time traveling, I think is what they call it. Any of those that have anything to do with those, I kind of steer clear of them because I didn't want to get too much information and lose the fun in the game before I even get to play it. So today is the day, April 15th, 2020. And we are going to dive into that game, and we both will be coming on the show next week on Tuesday, the normal Switch Game of the Week day. And we'll give you our 1 week in review of Animal Crossing's New Horizon. So that's something to look forward to. Seems though I don't have to worry about social distancing. She's my wife. We live in the same household. And she is allowed in my studio. So we're good to go on that. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that are listening that have played this game already. You can go ahead and leave your guys' experiences in the comments on YouTube and Facebook if you'd like to. Please no spoilers. Nothing that will, starting of the game spoilers. Because I'm sure there's people that's had it for longer than a week now and they know what happens in that first week. So please don't spoil anything from that first week while we're doing our initial investigation for our review next Tuesday. And other than that, I did have another game that I recently downloaded that was really good. I can't give it a Switch Game of the Week because I haven't had it long enough, and I mean, I know that's kind of counteracting what I'm saying about the Animal Crossing, but that review's coming in a week. So I guess I can give you like a mini review on a game that I've been playing. It reminds me a lot of the old school game I loved off of Sega Genesis, I believe it was, and it was called Road Rash. And it's for Nintendo Switch. Right now it is on sale for $9.99, I believe, on the Nintendo eShop. Yeah, and that game was called Road Redemption, and it's got a lot better graphics than Road Rash ever had. But you get different weapons, and you basically it's set up like an arcade game, like the old Outrun games, where you have like this map, and there's so many spots that you have to hit in the map to get to the next section, and then there's a total of 3 sections. I haven't been able to get past the first section and the fourth level on there because they kind of switch it up. It's a procedurally generated highway that you're racing down, so you won't have the same bikes, you won't have the same gang members, you won't have the same cars coming at you or in your on your side traffic also. And you're basically racing against time for the most part. Some of them are actual races where you have, you start out in eighth place and you don't have to technically win them. You can get up next to them and beat them to death. And when they fall off their bike, you don't have to worry about them passing you. And so you can either beat a couple of people off of their bike, and that'll give you nitrous so you can go faster to catch up to number one. And you can outrace them that way. You can actually win by outracing them, or you can win by having no other people racing you by the end of the race, which I've done both. And it's extremely fun, but it is adrenaline pumping, and you're screaming at the screen. So if you're one of those gamers that gets really riled up, this is one that's gonna get you there. I guarantee it. But it is fun, and it's really easy to start back over and try to get more. There are some upgrades that are they're permanent. So throughout your races, you'll gain experience points, and you'll collect these experience points, and then once you die, and once you die, you're dead. You can't come back. But you'll come into a screen where you can purchase permanent upgrades to your being, I believe. I don't think I saw a motorcycle on there, but I could be wrong. I haven't gotten that far into the game, but I know you can upgrade your health and your nitrous and your strength and your critical hit damage. Because when you have like a critical meter, like a special meter, and once that fills up, you can press and hold the button that you're trying to use to hit the person, and it'll basically like do a wind up, like a Link's sword. When you press and hold, he'll and he'll do that spin attack. So it's kind of like that, and it does like 125 percent more damage than it would have on the critical meter. But you can purchase those upgrades, and then every time you restart, those will always be with you. So your health will be with you, your upgraded nitrous tanks and stuff like that will be with you. But everything that you bought in between the levels, because after each race you have a chance to purchase some stuff and get some health back and kind of make it a little easier to continue on your way. And you get that by beating people up, because you'll have people that are racing down there, and it's all motorcycles. You're basically after an assassin that killed someone, and they have a ginormous bounty on their head. So all the bikers are on the highway trying to catch up to this dude and get this bounty. And you're one of those bikers, and you're beating your way to the top by killing the rest of them that are in your way if they get in your way. Pretty brutal. Lots of blood, lots of guts, lots of carnage, and blowing up cars and bombs that you can stick on people and blah 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 blah. But you're always moving forward. You can't come to a complete stop. So that's where it comes. It's kind of got that arcadey rubber bandy effect to it. But it's still fun as an arcade game. It's still fun. Just like it's not like the original Road Rash was an RPG game at all. It was kind of built the same way. It was an arcade game. You went until you couldn't go no more, and then you had to start over, just like a lot of those older good games. So, yeah, I'm actually pretty impressed with it. I've had a lot of fun with it. I've screamed at my television quite a bit with it. I've upgraded my bike a little bit and gotten a little further and a little further, but I still can't get past the level 4 on there. The controls are pretty tight. Usually when you mess up, it's your fault by not, hitting the brakes to turn sharp or whatever to get around a turn. Um, but yeah, so I guess by the end of the episode, I did give you my Switch game of the week. I just didn't have. I normally would like to have a little more time with a game before giving it a review. But as of right now, I'm not going to give it a full, a 1 out of 10, a 2 out of 10. I'm not going to give you, a star review on it. I'm just letting you guys know it is a very interesting game. And if you're into those kind of action, fast-paced racing arcade games, give Road Redemption a shot. It's worth the $9 at the sale it's on right now. I cannot remember when the sale ends, but it's probably coming up pretty quick. But yeah, give that one a shot if you can. You probably won't be disappointed. I wasn't disappointed, and the graphics are pretty good. Yeah, my next topic is my Volkswagen Bug. I got out there and got the battery all charged up, and she's running like a champ. She's getting ready for the warm weather, and it just so happens every single year around the time that it's, startup season for the old Volkswagen out there, something happens. Like, it's either my registration's up, or it was a car that I just forgot to pay insurance on and it lapsed because it's not one that's driven every single day. Because sometimes it sits for a month or two. And it's just weird how every single time around this time of the year I get it up and going and something stops me from going out and enjoying it. And this shelter in place is keeping me from going out and enjoying my Volkswagen. I miss that thing. I got a nice little 1965-66 turnover year Volkswagen out there with a nice little motor in it, gets good gas mileage, it's loud, it's proud, and it's very fun to drive. And it's just sitting there. So I've been going out there on the daily and starting it up and, making sure that all the oil's moving through it and the seals are staying nice and, pumped up and nice and, rubbery. So yeah, I thought it was kind of funny. It's, once again, I am foiled by an outside event, so I can't drive my Volkswagen, dang it. But that's pretty much all I had set up for the show today. I wanted to let you guys know that I'll be coming next week, Tuesday, with my wifey to let you guys know what our first take and our first week is like in the Animal Crossing New Horizons, which will be starting in about an hour when she gets home. So excited. And let me know if there's any games out there that you guys can suggest to me that I haven't mentioned in any of my previous podcasts or anything like that, because I'm always up to try new games. I'm a game-aholic. I'm a game addict. I love them. It's like a drug to me. So, yeah, throw those down in the comments on Facebook and on YouTube. And yeah, as always, I'm your host, Stan the Man. This is the Broken Head Radio Show. And always remember that we're just one app click away.
You can now give us a call at Broken Head Radio 707-998-5550. Also, you can shoot us an email at brokenheadradio@gmail.com. Oh yeah, and don't forget about Pocket Cast, Overcast, Spotify, Breaker, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, and Radio Public. And be sure to visit us on Facebook, and we also have live streams on YouTube. So go ahead, choose an episode, and listen your little hearts out.
Broken Head Radio. Broken Head